I'm Marin, and this is Post-its and Pens. Hello and welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Marin, and here you will find a little beauty, a little books, and a little teaching content. So if that sounds like something you might enjoy, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around and join me in my little corner of YouTube. This video is going to be another reading vlog. It has been a while since I have done one of these, so I thought I might do just a quick recap of what I have read in the last couple of weeks. It is currently July 16th, just to kind of show you where I am with my July TBR, and then I will go ahead and give you an introduction to what I'm going to be reading in this vlog. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Stumbling home, we don't know where we're going. Should've turned back hours ago. Out of our minds, I guess we're sleeping outside. You're still a good time, even in the cold. Get out the road, I told you. A car's coming, I stop you. You know I always got you. You know I always got you. Push it to the side, even if it means that I die. I wouldn't hesitate about it, wouldn't even think about it. I know I really love you. Push it to the side, even if it means that I die. Wouldn't hesitate about it, wouldn't even think about it. I know.
Okay, so this is the stack of books that I have read so far in July. I'm not going to go super in-depth with any of them. I will save that for my July reading recap. But I just finished today In the Garden of Beasts by Erik Larson. So if you are curious about what Germany was like prior to World War II and the lead up to World War II, this one would be a really good read for you. So this tells the story of the U.S. ambassador to Germany during that lead up to World War II and kind of what happened in Germany to make World War II even possible. So I think the biggest takeaway from this, and this is what the ambassador said like a few years later, that if people or countries had kind of spoken up, World War II probably could have been prevented, but they just allowed Hitler to continue to gain power and they just didn't intervene, and yeah, we know what happened as a result of that. So I definitely enjoyed this one. I did listen to the audio of it, which I really liked. I do think that had I been reading it, some portions of it might have been a little dense. There's a lot of names, a lot of people mentioned, a lot of backstory and things like that, so definitely could be overwhelming if you're reading it in book form, but I really enjoyed it in audiobook form, so would definitely recommend that one. So that is just what I finished reading today. I'm gonna just flash through the titles of the other ones. Yesterday I finished A Wicked Thing by Rhiannon Thomas. This one was another one of the picks from my TBR jar, along with In the Garden of Beasts. And then I've read 3 graphic novels. So I read Heartstopper Volume 2, March Book 2, and March Book 3. So that is where I am in terms of what I've read in July. I have not been doing a very good job reading this month. I kind of just wasn't feeling it, which is why I haven't been doing any reading vlogs. So it's time to fix it. I got to get through my July TBR to at least feel some sense of accomplishment, right? So I am currently listening to Graceling on audio. This is for a read-along, which I will link the information down below. It's being hosted by a few different people. Leanne at Literary Diversions, Ashley at a Frolic Through Fiction, and I think one more person. I'll put their name right here on the screen because I can't remember who it is. But yeah, so I just started this one. This is a reread. I've read this one. So again, I'm listening to that one on audio. But for this vlog, I am going to actually be doing 2 books. Both of these books are on my 21 books to read in 2021 list, which is kind of what this vlog is, reading those books, some of those books, not all of them, some of them. So I will be working on The Snow Child by A.O. and Ivy. This is the one that I am going to start reading today. My goal is to do 100 pages. That's what I've tabbed out. So I want to try to just take this in chunks of 100 pages at a time. And then the other book is going to be on my Kindle, and it is The Hero's Guide to Saving Your Kingdom, which is a middle grade fairy tale retelling. So those will be what I'm working on in this vlog, and I'm going to go ahead and take you along with me as I work my way through them. So I hope you enjoy it.
When I hesitate about it, when I even think about it, I know I really love you. Wheels in your hands, I guess we need a new plan. There's a motel a mile down the road. Finally can stand, back then still looking for dry land. Jump on my back, I'll take you home.
Happy Saturday. I have been really lazy today. I pretty much laid in bed and watched random videos for a while before bothering to get up. But I wanted to go ahead and talk about The Snow Child. So last night I did read the first 100 pages. So I'm currently on chapter 13. So this book is, I think, folktale slash fairy tale based. So basically the first 100 pages was really trying to set up the characters. So there is a couple in this book, Jack and Mabel. They are in their 50s and they decide to move to the Alaskan wilderness. This is the year 1920. And basically they have grown apart. And I do want to give like trigger warning if you're going to read this, like within the first like 20 pages or so, there's a character contemplating suicide, and she actually like goes out with the intent to do what she wants to do, and then it doesn't work out, so she winds up going back home. So just be forewarned. Obviously also it is 1920 Alaska, so there's a lot of mention of hunting. There's a very graphic scene of when they when Jack shoots his first moose, because that's going to give them enough meat to make it through the winter, whatever. So just be aware if you read this, there's some things in here that are pretty graphic. So yeah. We are finally into the actual fairy tale, folktale part now. This was kind of slow to get started. I still don't really feel that I'm terribly attached to either of the characters, but we'll see how it goes along. I will say there is a lot of really lush description, so she does a very good job of placing you in the world that she's creating. You can see it in your head, so that's really, really well done. But yeah, I will let you know, obviously, as I read more, how my thoughts go with it. But today, the goal is going to be to read another 100 pages, which will put me at chapter 26, and that will put me about halfway through the book. So that's the goal for today, is to read 100 more pages of this, and we'll see if it speeds up a little bit, because as I said, it's been kind of slow to get started. So fingers crossed that it reads a little bit faster than the first 100 pages did.
walking away. Your words are lost on me. It's taking everything not to turn around. Throw it away. See if you'll let go of me when you're not holding me. I can see it now. Hey, when I lose, but if I'm gonna lose you, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I'm like, oh shit, I've been doing this a long time. Lost in my head, I don't care, I'm not gonna lose it. I'm not gonna lose this.
Hello, happy Sunday. It is currently like 4 o'clock. I really haven't done much of anything today. I filmed a video that's going to go up on Tuesday, so I do need to edit that. I made a very quick trip to Target, and then I stopped by Bread Co., which is known as Panera everywhere but St. Louis, and got a coffee and like a little pastry because I hadn't eaten anything. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk a little bit more about The Snow Child. So yesterday I did read 100 more pages. I am currently on page 203, chapter 26. And as I had mentioned, it is a little over the halfway mark. So this last 100 pages definitely read a lot faster than the first 100 pages, which I am really glad about. I'm also feeling a little bit more connected to the characters, which helps, but I'm still not in love with this book. Now, obviously, I still have like half of it to go, so we'll see how I feel at the end of it, but I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the next 100 pages, which will put me on chapter 43, and at that point, I probably will have a pretty good idea of what my rating is probably going to be once I finish. I tend to know before the book is actually done what I'm going to rate something, but we'll see, it could change. So I am going to work on that. Also, this is just a cute little bookmark. I showed this in, I think, my budget video. I can link it up in the cards, but this is a bookmark from Leanne at Literary Diversion. She has an Etsy shop, which I can link down below, and I just think it's really stinking cute. So this one has Celeste on it. The other one that I got has Blathers on it, and they're just really adorable. So if you like Animal Crossing, check her out. I'm not sure if her shop is back open yet, but it's supposed to be opening back up soon if it is not already. So as I said, I'll link it down below. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead, try to read the next 100 pages of this, get that knocked out, and get a little bit closer to being finished with it. The other book I was reading yesterday, I did go ahead and read up to page 100 of Graceline. I mentioned that as a reread. I'm actually listening to it on audio, but because I was filming a Get Ready With Me today, and I normally listen to an audiobook while I'm doing that, and I didn't want to do that while I was filming, I went ahead and just read up to page 100 yesterday. I honestly have forgotten quite a lot about that book, so it's probably good that I'm rereading it. I do want to finish the series that I am doing a read along, as I mentioned. So yeah, it's just kind of nice to revisit this world. I'd kind of forgotten quite a lot about it, although I do still remember some things. So some things are kind of surprising me, some things are not. But anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and be productive today, shall we? So time to knock out those 100 pages, and then I will just see what I'm gonna do after that.
All day, all night, we playing our last fight. Now in hindsight, I don't care, I'm not gonna lose it. I'm not gonna lose this. Yeah, kinda hate myself sometimes. Everything was on the line. Didn't wanna be the one who had to say it. No, I can't rewind the time. Promise I'll put down my pride. Don't look back because I mean it when I say it. But if I'm gonna lose you, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it.
It would be fatal to you and a waste of your energies. Let's go back to the castle.
Marry me, and our marriage will protect you.
Well then, he had said it, as Poe had predicted, and it hit her like one of Poe's punches to the stomach.
Hello, happy Monday. So I wanted to go ahead and do a quick recap of the last 100 pages that I read in here yesterday. I am thinking this book is probably going to be a 3-star. I have a feeling I know where the end is going, and I don't love the idea. Obviously, I could be wrong. This is a good book. I'm enjoying it, but I just don't think it's anything spectacular. Sorry if you can hear that bird outside the window. Very loud. Anyway, yeah, so I need to read the last, I think there's like 90 pages left. Let's see. 80. So I need to read the last 80 pages of this, and then this one will be done. So I'm going to go ahead and try to take care of that next. And then I am going to start working on The Hero's Guide to Saving Your Kingdom. My original goal was to actually have this one finished yesterday, but honestly, 100 pages at a time is about all I've really wanted to do on this one. So I am going to attempt to get 50% of, sorry, I'm looking down to find the book. I'm going to attempt to get 50% of The Hero's Guide to Saving Your Kingdom read today. It's a middle grade. I feel like it's probably something that's going to read pretty quickly. Fingers crossed anyway. I have this whole, I'll show you, this whole schedule where I have planned out the books that I need to read on each one because I need to finish my July TBR. So I pretty much have everything laid out. So my goal is to actually have The Hero's Guide to Saving Your Kingdom finished tomorrow. That's when I will wrap up this vlog to put it up on Thursday. I've kind of been editing it as I've been going just so that I don't have to do it all at one time. And yeah, we're going to hope that I can get this book read in the next 2 days, but I've got to finish The Snow Child first. And I'm just, like I said, it's fine. It's a fine book. I don't feel like the 5-star ratings are accurate, at least not for me. It might work better for different people. Obviously, reading is very subjective, but yeah, I'm just not, oh, there it is, finally. I'm just not super into it, and I was really hoping that I would be. Obviously, it was on my 21 books to read in 2021 list. I did that mostly because it had been on my TBR list on Goodreads for, I don't know, 8 years, 9 years, something like that. So yeah, I don't know. We'll just see. But anyway, this will be the one that I'm going to read after that. And I am really looking forward to this one. So I'm going to go ahead and get done with The Snow Child. And yeah, hopefully read something a little bit more fun after that. I also listened to a bit more of Graceline. So I am currently on chapter 14. That is page 144. This one, let me consult my little guide here. So I'm going to get this one done by the 23rd, which would be Friday. So that's my goal. So I'll either listen to it. I'm going to listen to it on audio as I'm like getting ready in the morning, doing other random tasks. And then I'll just read whatever is left so that I can have that finished in order to start the next book. So had I started reading earlier in the month, I would not be having as much trouble finishing all these books. So note to you all out there, if you have a TBR, probably should start straight off and not take like 2 weeks off. But anyway, whatever, it's fine. I am going to go ahead and get back to reading that book, even though I'm not super in love with it. But yeah, whatever. It is what it is. So off we go. Happy Tuesday. So this is going to be the last day of this vlog. Last night I did get to 51% on A Hero's Guide to Saving Your Kingdom. As I'd figured, because it is middle grade, it reads pretty quickly. It's honestly pretty charming and cute. So you're following the 4 Prince Charmings that we meet in fairy tales, who 2 of which are absolutely inept. One of them is just over the top ridiculous, and the other one is kind of like, he thinks very highly of himself. Let's just put it that way. So it's pretty funny. They're getting themselves into quite a bit of trouble because the 2 princes that are utterly inept just don't help matters at all. And it's just really cute and funny. So I am enjoying it. I do think I will probably finish the series. I think there's 3 books, maybe 4, 3 or 4 books in the series. But yeah, it's super cute. It's basically what I was hoping it would be. So I do think this one is going to wind up being a thumbs up, double thumbs up, triple, whatever. So obviously I'll let you know my final rating once I finish reading the book today. But I also finished reading The Snow Child yesterday. I'm definitely going to give that one 3 stars. I really loved the atmosphere, like the way she sets the setting of the story, the description of the Alaskan wilderness, all of that I really, really loved. But I just never truly connected with the characters. And honestly, I don't know. It just didn't really work for me, which is surprising because typically I really love fairy tale or folktale retellings. But whatever, that one's 3 stars. It wasn't like, it's not a bad book. It's fine, which is what I kind of equate to like that 3-star range on Goodreads. So yeah, glad that one's done. I'm gonna go ahead and work on Hero's Guide, and then that's probably gonna be it for this vlog. So I'll let you know what I think once I am finished. Alrighty, I have just finished The Hero's Guide to Saving Your Kingdom. Super cute and charming fairy tale retelling. So if that sounds like something you might enjoy, honestly, give it a go because it was a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the princes get up to in the rest of the book. So that officially ends the book that I was reading, books plural, that I was reading for this vlog. So I will just let you know my next book that I'm going to be working on is Red, White, and Royal Blue. I feel like I'm probably one of the only people in the world who hasn't read this yet. So this is what I'm going to be working on for the remainder of this week, as well as this one, which is For the Wolf. And yeah, those will be my next 2 books, as well as finishing, obviously, this one. But I will obviously let you know my thoughts on all of these and go more in depth on the ones that I was talking about in this vlog when I do my July reading recap. So keep an eye out for that. It should be out probably the first week of August, I think, is when I have it scheduled. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I know I didn't really get up to that much that was terribly exciting, but I hope you liked it nonetheless. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more from me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.
Stumbling home, we don't know where we're going. Should've turned back hours ago.